Troy Kearns, real estate investor, bringing it to you from Kansas City, Missouri. We're actually here on a Saturday right now, so it's slowed down, but on a normal day, there's thousands of cars that come by here every day. There's also a major light right here. When you buy real estate that's on a major arterial, you're taking a little bit of a risk. It tends to be something that some buyers are not okay with. This house right here is one of the first flips that I did in Kansas City, Missouri. I bought the property for $160,000, and it was the worst house in one of the best neighborhoods. See, we got a nice new lawn in here, put up a nice fence so that they weren't looking at traffic all the time. These bricks right here, because they're about 115 years old, maybe more, you can never find something to match them. So what we're doing right now is we're going to re-tuck point them, and then we're going to use a mineral paint because the HOA here doesn't allow me to put an actual latex paint on it. So we'll use a mineral paint that will soak into the brick, and then that'll be the kind of the final thing before we sell this house. In the meantime, we've used it, since we've made such an investment in Kansas City, we use it as a house that we stay at when we're here while we're building our other house in Kansas City. We have a long driveway here. We gated this back here so that you had privacy. Before that, it was just wide open. It was wide open over there, wide open over here. And if you're on a busy street, you want to give people security. So I also put 4-point lighting. You'll see one on the corner over here and one on the corner over there. So I call that 4-point lighting because I hit 4 points of the house, all the corners, so that people feel safe. If that house was on one street back right here, it would probably be worth about $550,000. But because it's over there on the exit and entrance of the neighborhood, so a lot of traffic coming in and out, a lot of traffic going down the street, a lot more noise, which you get used to, actually, I can tell you that. It kind of is like a rain music after you hear it a lot. It's like it puts you to sleep. This neighborhood is such a historic landmark that people want to be here. In fact, rumor has it that Quentin Lucas, the mayor of Kansas City, Missouri, moved into this neighborhood. Now, I don't know if it's 100% true, but that's what I hear. So that'll tell you about what kind of neighborhood it is. So if you've heard me talk about it before, driveways are a terrible investment, but in certain neighborhoods, you got to do them. We had to redo the whole driveway. We added up this gate for privacy. It's a little scuffed up because we had to lower it. You can imagine that this whole place right here, or all the ceilings were exposed and falling down. This is painted green all through here. Actually hired the wrong contractor. I had to fire him, bring somebody else. He really screwed the job up. We got a nice well-lit house. Has kitchen island, granite countertops. We ripped out the first kitchen that the guy put in because he put it in so poorly. So we had to restart over and put new cabinets in when I got to town, because we've used this to live in. We also, when we came down here, we added this little mud room right there for like a coat rack. Otherwise, we just had dead space. We made this the living room. We had all these cabinets built right here. And then this was just a cubby, so we added a bathroom in here. We have friends stay here, or we'll do a long-term rental if we're out of town with somebody. For the most part, it sits empty for when we come to town, but we do generate some revenue from it from when our friends stay here. They'd rather stay here than in a hotel. This bathroom was here, so we just put it back together, made it pretty. I really like these flooring colors here in these old houses. They really match with the wood. I believe this wood right here is actually the original wood from the house from when it was built in the 1900s. This is the master. So if I was to do it all over again, I would have made this the closet and this the bathroom. So this area right here was just an open area. You came in through off of the stairs. We turned it into a closet, but what I should have turned it into was a larger bathroom, but it still worked out okay. A smaller master bathroom, but it's sufficient for what kind of house we're in, meaning that it fits the era for when that house is built. And then we've got a bedroom here. One more thing to mention when you're remodeling homes, windows from the old days require a lot of work. You might have to re-rope them, re-weight them. They're all on a pulley system. That's something that we had to pay attention to. So yeah, another room right here. So we've got 3 bedrooms on the main or on the second level. The main level, there's no bedrooms. This is where it really gets cool. If you've got kids, kids are loud, right? We made this area kind of like a kid's bedroom. You've got a little storage space, like a kind of a closet right here. You got another bedroom over here. It's a beautiful house, if I do say so myself. And we've enjoyed our time in here. We really like the neighborhood. We really like the house. I get a lot of exercise walking up and down these stairs. Little back patio right here. Put new grass in the whole place. Built this deck. We extended this whole concrete right here so that you want to park a couple cars right here. Put a new HVAC system in it. And we always cage our HVAC systems so they don't go missing. Always. So we caged those HVACs, built this deck, built the whole fence around the perimeter here, except for that part. That was already there. It looks like it's falling down and it's his. So we put a fence all the way here. When I first started this video, I showed you all the traffic. You don't really see the traffic anymore. You got this floor, you got a second floor, you got a third floor, and you got a bottom floor, a basement. We walled all the areas of the basement that we were going to use for storage, and then we made a fancy laundry room so that whomever is doing their laundry, they have a nice countertop to fold their clothes, to do whatever. And this had an old boiler system that was busted, so we had to rip that out and we had to build all new duct working through the whole place. They didn't have any duct working. Let me show you what this thing was heated with a long time ago. This, I believe, is the original boiler or the subsequent second boiler from the original. We went way over budget on this property. We bought it on a busy street and we still made it work. So I paid $160,000 for it. The original bid that the guy gave me was $73,000 to finish it. He ended up going way over budget. He was fired. I then hired somebody else and spent another $70,000. So we're in the property almost an additional $100,000 from our original budget. So now we're in it for like $330,000. Good news is my original realtor told me it would sell for $325,000. I thought she was right, but there could have been some play to be around $400,000. When the appraisal came in, it came in at $400,000. Obviously, since then, the market has continued to go up. Probably by the time we go to sell it, it'll be $425,000. It's provided us a place to live. It's allowed us to get into a great neighborhood. Look at this amazing view. You've got the whole city right here. You've got the city over here, down there. You've got all the railroad tracks. You got freeway down there, and you really can see everything. Now, as you look up over here, I believe this is one of the premier architects in all of Kansas City that built this house. You know, you got a neighborhood where most of the houses were built in the early 1900s and some of them even before. This beautiful house that I watched during construction, really pretty house. I wonder who lives here. I think he's the man. Hey, thank you for staying tuned all the way to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed walking us through the house flipping process, and I hope you're actually learning something. If you are, make sure you stay tuned because we got plenty of more videos about exactly what I'm talking about, which is flipping houses, right? And we're gonna have video after video so you can enjoy and learn. I'm learning, we're all learning, so make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Peace.